The hidden ways cats judge your character. Your feline companion might be watching you right now, silently deciding whether you're worthy of their deepest trust. Every move you make, every word you speak, every reaction you show, it all feeds into a secret assessment that's been running since the moment you met. And the results? They're already shaping how your cat treats you. This is Cat Senses, where we explore the fascinating world of feline behavior and unlock the mysteries behind those watchful eyes. I'm James Mitchell, feline relationship coach. My goal is to help you build a deeper bond of love and trust with your cat, one secret at a time. Right now, something remarkable is happening in your home. Your cat isn't just lounging around, eating or napping. They're conducting an ongoing evaluation of your character. They're measuring your kindness, testing your patience, analyzing your empathy. And most people walk through life completely unaware that this silent judgment is even taking place. But here's the thing. Once you understand these hidden assessments, once you recognize the subtle ways your cat is reading you, everything changes. The bond deepens, the trust grows, and suddenly, you're not just a provider of food and shelter. You become their chosen person. Before we go further, let me ask something important. If you're serious about understanding your cat on a deeper level, about strengthening that connection and learning what they're truly communicating, take 2 seconds right now to hit that subscribe button. Tap the notification bell. Drop a like on this video. Why? Because Cat Senses is built for people like you, people who want more than surface-level pet ownership. We dig into the science, the behavior, the real truth about cats. And by subscribing, you ensure you never miss an insight that could transform your relationship with your feline friend. Also, I read every single comment. So after watching, share your cat's story below. Tell me about the moment you realized your cat was testing you. I promise I'll respond. This isn't just my channel, it's our community. Now, let's uncover the truth. The science behind feline observation. Cats possess an extraordinary ability that many people underestimate. They can read human emotions with surprising accuracy. This isn't folklore or anecdote, it's documented science. Researchers studying animal cognition discovered that cats respond to human facial expressions in distinct ways. In a 2015 study published in Animal Cognition, scientists showed cats photographs of their owners displaying different emotions: happiness, anger, sadness. The results were striking. Cats approach their owners more readily when shown happy faces. When shown angry expressions, they displayed caution and withdrawal. Think about what this means. Your cat doesn't just see you. They interpret your emotional state. They analyze your face, your body language, your energy, and based on what they observe, they form conclusions about who you are. But facial recognition is only part of the picture. Cats are equally attuned to vocal tone. You've probably noticed this yourself. When you speak softly and gently, your cat moves closer. When your voice becomes sharp or loud, they retreat. This isn't mere conditioning, it's emotional intelligence. Cats evolved as both hunters and hunted animals. They survived by reading danger in their environment. And now, living alongside humans, they apply those same survival skills to us. They assess whether we represent safety or threat, whether we're predictable or volatile, whether we can be trusted. Every interaction becomes data. Every response you give becomes evidence. And over time, your cat builds a mental profile of your character. So, when your cat knocks a glass off the table, they're not just being destructive. They might be running an experiment, watching how you react. Will you explode in anger? Will you calmly pick it up? Will you laugh it off? Your response reveals something crucial about your nature, and your cat is paying attention. Does this mean your cat constantly judges you? Not in human terms. Cats don't think in categories of good or bad, but they absolutely distinguish between safe and unsafe, between consistent and unpredictable, between warm and cold. And here's the beautiful truth. Cats don't expect perfection. They don't measure your worth by whether you remember to buy their preferred food or gave them extra treats. They measure you through consistency, through your repeated demonstrations of patience, gentleness, and reliability. Consider the moments when you're at your lowest, stressed, exhausted, overwhelmed. And somehow, your cat chooses precisely that moment to approach, to curl up beside you, to offer that slow, deliberate blink of reassurance. This isn't random chance. Studies show that cats detect emotional shifts in humans and sometimes adjust their behavior to provide comfort. They recognize when you need them, and in their own quiet way, they're also checking, will you acknowledge this comfort? Will you accept it? Will you honor the connection they're offering? Let me share something that happened to someone in our community. She struggled with severe anxiety. During panic attacks, her cat would climb onto her chest and purr steadily. The cat wasn't trained for this behavior. It was instinct, pure connection. Over time, she realized her cat was testing her too. If she focused on her breathing, if she acknowledged her cat's presence, the cat remained. If she pushed the cat away, the cat would leave. The test wasn't about right or wrong. It was about openness. The cat offered support and waited to see if the human would receive it. Let me share something that happened to someone in our community. She struggled with severe anxiety. During panic attacks, her cat would climb onto her chest and purr steadily. The cat wasn't trained for this behavior. It was instinct, pure connection. Over time, she realized her cat was testing her too. If she focused on her breathing, if she acknowledged her cat's presence, the cat remained. If she pushed the cat away, the cat would leave. The test wasn't about right or wrong. It was about openness. The cat offered support and waited to see if the human would receive it. This is your moment. Think about your own cat. When did they show up for you during a difficult time? When did they seem to sense exactly what you needed? Drop that story in the comments, share it with our community, and make sure you've subscribed to Cat Senses because we're building something special here, a space where cat lovers understand the profound depth of the feline-human bond. The subtle experiments cats conduct. Your cat designs little experiments, tiny tests hidden in everyday behaviors. These aren't accidents or random quirks. They're deliberate observations designed to reveal your character. Let's start with the cautious approach. Picture this. Your cat walks into the room, tail at mid-height, ears rotating, eyes locked on you. They stop just outside your reach. They wait. This moment isn't hesitation, it's evaluation. They're watching your response. Do you call them gently? Do you rush forward aggressively? Do you give them space to decide? For a cat, your patience here matters more than any treat. They learn whether you respect boundaries or violate them. Then there's the object drop. You know this scene. Your cat sits on a table, stares at an object, and deliberately pushes it toward the edge. Crash. It hits the floor. Frustrating? Absolutely. Random? Not even close. Behavioral experts suggest that cats sometimes do this specifically to measure your emotional response. Your reaction becomes a window into your temperament. Do you shout? Do you laugh? Do you sigh and quietly clean up? Each response teaches your cat something about your emotional stability. If you remain calm, they feel secure. If you become explosive, they remember. Then there's the object drop. You know this scene. Your cat sits on a table, stares at an object, and deliberately pushes it toward the edge. Crash. It hits the floor. Frustrating? Absolutely. Random? Not even close. Behavioral experts suggest that cats sometimes do this specifically to measure your emotional response. Your reaction becomes a window into your temperament. Do you shout? Do you laugh? Do you sigh and quietly clean up? Each response teaches your cat something about your emotional stability. If you remain calm, they feel secure. If you become explosive, they remember. Another classic test is the display of indifference. Your cat turns away, settles just beyond reach, and acts like you're invisible. It feels like rejection, but often it's a test of respect. They're asking, will you honor my autonomy, or will you force yourself on me? Cats value independence highly. When you pass this test by letting them approach on their terms, they register you as trustworthy. When you fail by demanding attention, they step back and recalibrate their assessment. One of the most meaningful tests is the slow blink. Researchers at the University of Sussex found that cats use slow blinking as a social signal similar to a human smile. When your cat gives you that gentle, deliberate blink, they're not being cute. They're offering trust. They're saying, "I feel safe enough to close my eyes around you." And when you return that slow blink, you pass one of their clearest tests. Try it right now. Next time your cat looks at you, slowly close your eyes and open them again. Then come back to the comments and tell me if they responded. I want to hear about it. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss more insights like this. Think about how intelligent this really is. Cats aren't demanding grand gestures. They're not requiring expensive toys or constant entertainment. Their experiments are small, simple, and repeated. They're searching for consistency. Every reaction becomes a data point in the secret file they're building about you. And the most fascinating part? Cats don't just test one person, they compare. In homes with multiple people, cats often rank humans based on who passes these tests most consistently. Notice how your cat might cuddle with one family member but avoid another? That's not random. That's the result of countless small tests repeated over weeks, months, years, leading to a verdict of either trust or caution. I once heard about a family with 3 children. The cat adored the oldest daughter but avoided the youngest son. Why? Both offered food, both played with toys. But the oldest daughter always respected the cat's boundaries. She waited for the cat to approach. She never forced interaction. The youngest son, though well-intentioned, would chase the cat and grab it unexpectedly. Over time, the cat's experiments painted a clear picture. The daughter represented safety. The son represented unpredictability. The verdict was loyalty to one, avoidance of the other. Think back to your own experiences. When did your cat seem to be testing you? Maybe they knocked over a plant. Maybe they stared at you without blinking. Maybe they ignored you completely when you came home. Did you pass? Share your story in the comments. I'm genuinely interested, and I promise to respond. Another overlooked test is the nighttime call. Cats sometimes meow outside your bedroom door at night. It's disruptive, yes, but researchers believe this can also be a test of responsiveness. Do you open the door kindly? Do you respond with irritation? Your answer tells the cat whether you're a source of comfort or conflict. We often think cats are independent loners, but the truth is they're highly social animals who crave stability. They want to know if their environment and the humans shaping it are safe. So they create scenarios to measure your reactions. It's like holding up a mirror to your soul, revealing not who you pretend to be, but who you actually are in unguarded moments. And here's where it becomes profound. These tests aren't just about the cat. They're about you. How you respond to your cat's silent experiments often reflects how you treat people too. Do you meet mistakes with patience? Do you respect boundaries? Do you offer calm instead of chaos? Your cat's secret evaluations might reveal truths about your character that you never recognized. Imagine this. Your cat curled in the corner, eyes half closed, ears twitching. You think they're resting, but they're actually listening, watching, learning. Every laugh, every sigh, every gentle word becomes another answer in their secret test. And the outcome shapes whether your cat will seek you out tomorrow or maintain cautious distance. Isn't it incredible? You're being evaluated not by grand achievements, but by tiny, intimate moments. Your cat doesn't care about your job, your income, your reputation. They care about whether you reach out with kindness, whether you respect silence, whether you offer warmth in everyday interactions. And before we move forward, let me remind you, if you're finding value in this content, if you're learning something that changes how you see your cat, take a moment to like this video and share it with another cat lover. Help us spread this knowledge. And subscribe to Cat Senses if you haven't already, because we're just getting started. Now, there's one test so subtle, so surprising, that most people completely overlook it. A test that may reveal more about your cat's trust than all the others. The deep science of feline loyalty. Can cats truly be loyal, or do they simply stick around for food and shelter? This question has puzzled humans for generations, but recent research has uncovered something extraordinary. Cats form deep emotional bonds with their humans that go far beyond survival needs. And the way they test that loyalty, both yours and theirs, might shock you. In 2019, researchers at Oregon State University conducted a groundbreaking study called the Secure Base Test. Originally designed to measure attachment in human infants, this test was later applied to dogs. But when scientists tried it with cats, the results were remarkable. Cats, it turns out, can form attachments to their owners that mirror the way babies bond with parents. Here's how the experiment worked. A cat and their owner were placed in a room together. Then the owner left and the cat remained alone briefly. After a few minutes, the owner returned. Researchers observed the cat's reaction. Some cats showed distress when their person left. But when the owner returned, these cats quickly relaxed, reestablishing trust and security. This behavior is the hallmark of what psychologists call secure attachment. It proves that many cats view their humans as safe havens, not just food dispensers. Let that sink in. Your cat might seem aloof, independent, even indifferent. But beneath that cool exterior, they may be deeply attached to you in ways that mirror a child's attachment to a parent. Your cat doesn't just depend on you for resources. They depend on you emotionally. They test your reliability by watching how you respond when they need reassurance, comfort, or simply your presence. One of the simplest yet most powerful signs of this is when your cat follows you from room to room. At first, it seems coincidental, but animal behaviorists explain that this shadowing reflects secure attachment. Your cat chooses proximity because you are their safe base. Even if they don't climb into your lap, even if they sit quietly in the corner, their presence expresses trust. And here's the secret test. Your cat notices how you react to their quiet companionship. Do you acknowledge them with a soft word or glance? Do you ignore them completely? Each choice tells them something about your character. To your cat, every interaction confirms or questions whether you're truly worthy of trust. Another fascinating scientific insight: cats remember kindness. Research shows that cats recognize their owner's voice and distinguish it from strangers. But it goes deeper. Cats form long-term memories linked to experiences of care. If you comfort them during illness, if you protect them during stress, if you consistently show gentleness, they don't forget. Their loyalty strengthens through these experiences. This explains why some cats become fiercely bonded to one person in a household, even when others provide food equally. They're not counting meals. They're remembering who offered warmth during thunderstorms, who respected their space when they hid under the bed, who stroked them gently when they were frightened. They're keeping score, but the currency is compassion. Think back to your own experience. When you were upset, did your cat seek you out? Maybe you were crying, stressed, or just sitting quietly. Did your cat approach, perhaps curling beside you or pressing their head against your hand? That wasn't random. Cats sense changes in human emotional states, and when they choose to comfort you, it's a sign of deep attachment. But here's the hidden test. How did you respond? Did you accept their comfort, or did you push them away? Your reaction once again tells them who you are. Please share these moments in the comments. These stories are the most moving parts of being a cat parent. And yes, I'll read and reply because your stories bring this community to life. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that button now so you never miss content like this. Let's talk about absence. Cats notice when you leave, but they also notice how you leave. If you depart calmly, reassuring them, they register security. If you storm out in frustration, they notice that too. Over time, these small departures and returns become another layer of their test. Do you consistently return with warmth? Do you bring stability? If yes, your cat quietly files you under safe base. What's amazing is that cats don't need dramatic declarations of love. They don't need daily affirmations. What they crave is consistency, a gentle tone, a reliable presence, respect for boundaries. These simple behaviors accumulate into loyalty in their eyes. And once you've passed enough small tests, your cat offers something rare, devotion that's invisible to the world but undeniable in your home. Here's something most people miss. Cats are incredibly observant of actions, not words. You can say, "I love you" 100 times, but if your actions contradict, they'll know. Conversely, you can remain silent, but if you always respond with patience and kindness, they'll sense it. Cats evaluate character through behavior, not intention. And in that way, they may see the truth of us more clearly than other humans ever could. This is why many people say cats choose their person. It's not chance, it's evaluation. They test, they observe, they remember. And when they decide, it's because you've proven yourself through 1,000 small moments. So how do you know when your cat has made that decision? How do you know when you've passed their secret tests and earned their loyalty? The signs are subtle but unmistakable. They follow you. They blink at you slowly. They greet you at the door. They curl beside you at night. Each of these is their way of saying, "You are my person. I trust you. I choose you." But perhaps the most touching proof of loyalty comes in the smallest gestures. The moments when your cat exposes their vulnerability, not for anyone else, but for you alone. And it's in those moments of vulnerability, so quiet you might miss them, that your cat finally reveals whether you've passed their secret test. The final verdict: signs you've earned your cat's trust. By now, you understand that your cat has been quietly observing, testing, and evaluating you through countless subtle interactions. But the crucial question remains: how do they deliver the verdict? How do you know with certainty that your cat has decided you've passed their secret test? The truth reveals itself not in grand displays, but in tiny, intimate gestures. Cats don't hand out awards. They don't make announcements. Instead, they show you their verdict in ways so subtle that you might overlook them unless you know what to watch for. One of the clearest signs is when your cat chooses to sleep on you. In the animal kingdom, sleep equals ultimate vulnerability. To rest deeply, a cat must feel completely safe. If your cat curls on your chest, your lap, or even your feet at night, they're communicating something profound. You are my safe place. I trust you to protect me while I'm defenseless. That isn't merely affection. That's a declaration of loyalty. Another powerful indicator is when your cat shows you their belly. Now, we know not every belly display invites petting. Often it doesn't. But the very act of rolling over, exposing that delicate underside, is a massive act of trust. Your cat is saying, "I believe you won't harm me at my most vulnerable moment." If you respect that gesture, sometimes by not touching at all, you've passed a critical part of the test. But the verdict isn't always about vulnerability. Sometimes it's about generosity. Cats that truly accept you as worthy may bring you gifts. Whether it's a favorite toy dropped at your feet, or for outdoor cats, a freshly caught offering, this behavior isn't random. In their world, sharing resources signals trust and bonding. By giving something to you, they're acknowledging you as part of their inner circle. It may not always be pleasant to receive, but it's one of the clearest signs you've passed their secret evaluation. And then there's the slow blink. We've discussed it before, but now you can see it for what it truly is: a final verdict, a seal of approval. When your cat looks at you and closes their eyes slowly, they're effectively saying, "I am safe with you. I don't need to monitor you anymore because I know you won't hurt me." It's one of the most intimate compliments a cat can give. Try returning it. It deepens the bond in ways words never could. Here's something beautiful.
Cats often reveal their verdict at unexpected moments. Maybe you've had a stressful day. Your energy is depleted and you collapse onto the couch. Suddenly, your cat hops up, needs your lap, and settles in with a purr. In that quiet moment, without fanfare, your cat has just told you, "You passed. I choose you." And it doesn't matter if you're not perfect. Maybe sometimes you get frustrated. Maybe sometimes you're busy or distracted. What matters is that over time, you've shown patience, kindness, and respect. Cats don't demand perfection. They crave authenticity. They want to know who you are when no one else is watching. And if the answer is consistent gentleness, you've earned their trust forever. Think of your own cat right now. When did they bring you a toy? Do they follow you from room to room? When did they curl on your chest, purring so deeply you could feel their body vibrate against yours? These aren't just sweet habits. They are verdicts. They are your cat's way of saying, "Yes, you are good. Yes, you are mine. Yes, I trust you." Please share these moments in the comments. Tell me about the time your cat gave you the slow blink. Tell me about the day they surprised you by sleeping beside you for the first time. I'll read your story and I'll reply, because this isn't just my channel, it's about building a community of cat lovers who understand the secret language of trust. And make sure you're subscribed to Cat Senses. Hit that notification bell so you're part of every conversation. Share this video with someone who loves cats as much as you do. But what about the opposite? How do cats show you when you're not passing their test? It's subtle but important. They may keep distance, avoid eye contact, or retreat under furniture. They may stiffen when touched or refuse to approach altogether. This doesn't mean they've given up on you. It means they're still gathering information, still waiting for proof. And here's the good news. With patience, respect, and consistency, you can change their verdict. Cats are forgiving when giving time and gentle care. That's the beauty of this secret test. It's not one time pass or fail. It's ongoing. Every day, every interaction, your cat updates their profile of who you are. And every day, you have another chance to show them you're worthy of their trust. Maybe that's the most powerful message of all. Because when a cat chooses you, it isn't out of obligation. It isn't out of habit. It isn't even out of survival. It's a conscious decision based on months, sometimes years of observation. When they finally curl in your arms, when they finally press their head against your hand, when they finally give you that slow blink of love, they are telling you something no one else can. You passed the test. You are good. So if your cat has already done these things, if they've trusted you with their sleep, their belly, their gifts, or their gaze, then congratulations. You've already earned one of the rarest honors in the world, the approval of a cat. And if you felt that magical moment when your cat finally trusted you, I invite you to stay with us here at Cat Senses. Subscribe to the channel, not for numbers, but to keep deepening the bond with your feline friend. Every like, every comment, every shared story brings us closer as a community of cat lovers who celebrate the beauty of these quiet connections. Because in the end, maybe your cat already knew you were a good person, long before you ever asked the question. This is James Mitchell, reminding you that every moment with your cat is an opportunity to strengthen trust, deepen connection, and become the person your cat already believes you can be. Thanks for being part of Cat Senses. Until next time, keep building that bond one secret at a time.